It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, and Tom Griswold. And now, here's Tom.
Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for joining us. That's Chick McGee across the way. I can see him from here. Also, the room's gotten much better looking in the last few minutes.
Thank you.
Not you, Ace. Although you do look better without that scraggly beard. Did your mom tell you to get rid of it? Now, let's move over that way.
Didn't even give it a chance.
I like the beard. Damn it.
No, I was out for a walk, and the lady was coming towards me. She crossed the street.
Well, that can be one of two things.
Yeah, she may have done that anyway. Depends on where you were.
Well,
What
where
time
you
of day?
live, I'm sure that happens.
Can we talk about anything else?
Yes.
It's a shame that happens.
Let's talk about how sweet and lovely Jessica Alsman is. What a nice person you are.
Well, thank you.
Bright, witty, and beautiful blue eyes, and that boyfriend of yours still not coughing up the ring, huh?
That's
my
okay. He can really
gosh.
swing a lightsaber, though. Little buddy was in the basement playing with his lightsaber
He
the
was?
other day. He was. It's very George Michael, Arrested Development.
Oh,
Was in
boy.
the garage, but it was awesome. He's actually really good at it. I'm
Is he?
surprised.
Wow,
Do you have
that-
one, too? Do you battle it out?
No, only he got one. He was trying to do the Darth Maul. But you have to actually buy two lightsabers because there's two together. Because
Right.
whatever. But I was
So
surprised.
is this a video game where you play with a lightsaber?
No.
Well, there's that too, but we don't have to go into that. He was actually
Hang
swinging
on. Tom,
the.
look at me.
Yes.
Jessica and Donald went to the Star Wars exhibit
Yeah,
at
and-
Walt Disney World, and they bought lightsabers. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know what happened that you didn't get any of that, but that's what happened.
I checked out the minute I heard
lightsaber.
lightsabers. We actually have
We have Star Wars in the news
a
today.
pretty cool Star Wars story, I think, coming up here. Do you have it right now?
Yeah, here's a lesson in the Jedi Code. A store in Arizona has returned a Star Wars record to Mark Hamill. The actor who portrayed Luke Skywalker in the films praised workers at Bookman's Entertainment Exchange in Flagstaff
Bookman, huh?
for returning the Star Wars A New Hope soundtrack that had been gifted from film composer John Williams. Williams had written on the vinyl sleeve, "Dear Mark Hamill, may the Force always be with you." According to the Arizona Daily Sun, the record was one of several Star Wars items brought in by a woman after her father's death in 2018. Mikhail Salmons, the store's general manager, said they reached out to Hamill through social media and after confirming the signature, returned the vinyl to him. Mark Hamill did not explain how the record left his possession. In a tweet, he wrote, quote, "Over the years in life, things go missing." In a tweet posted Saturday, Hamill commended the store for not selling the record, which he had not seen since the early 1990s.
When he sold it because he wasn't doing anything else.
Right.
Hamill said he happily...
You said, great, now I can pawn it again.
He said he happily would sign a few of the store's Star Wars items for them. So
Oh, that's great.
that is nice.
That's a happy story instead of trying to cash in.
Yeah,
Right.
they did
Hey,
the right
we've
thing.
got the signed vinyl thing from John Williams.
And let's face it, John Williams, TikTok, huh? So
Yeah, he's pretty old.
yeah.
you want to keep that autograph.
You want to sign it before his hand started shaking? Is that where you're going with it?
Well, no, I'm just saying.
mean.
If you,
That package is ready to go somewhere. CBS,
Great
NBC,
artist.
It's all ready.
Well, so
he is great.
Got to fill in the date.
okay. Well, that's a sweet, happy Star Wars
Yes,
story.
it is.
Okay, so Donnie bought himself a lightsaber.
He sure did.
We should make this clear. This is not Donnie Baker. This is your Donnie. Donnie's an adult.
He is. He is. I don't date
Yes.
children.
Jessica's not living
How
with
old
a
is Don? Can you say
living
how
with
old
a
Donnie is?
baby.
He's slightly older than me.
Well, how old is that?
Is he older than me? I'm 41. Is he older than me?
No.
Okay.
We're early 30s.
Early 30s.
We don't have kids, so we play with the toys. No big
Well,
deal.
nothing wrong with that.
The video's up on my
Look at you.
Instagram.
You are disgusting.
And here's what I like about it.
What is it about her? When she starts talking, you check out. What's the problem? What's the
No, I'm
problem?
just trying to envision. I know Donnie. And he's
You don't know Donnie.
he was
You
a-
bought an appliance off of him.
What, like five?
Yeah.
I was just in his store last week.
Well,
He was at Disney
You know,
World
some
playing
people
with
buy
lightsabers.
appliances and don't ever mention it. Did you know that?
a lot of people were jelly of that lightsaber.
I bet.
Cool.
Now, do you know what? You know what that means? What she just said?
A lot of people.
We're jelly.
Our jelly.
Oh, is that the shorthand for jealous?
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Even I can
Very
figure
good.
that one out.
What did lightsaber
Does the
set
lightsaber
you
cut
back?
anything? I mean, can you?
It was $200. You could build your own. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. I didn't buy much.
Good
stuff
on
at
you.
Disney
Spend
World.
your money on
Good
whatever
for
you want.
Yeah.
Should have bought 2. Yes.
I told him you should have bought 2. Why not?
So you guys can have fights.
Does it go like?
It does. It makes the noises and everything.
So you can make your own lightsaber?
You can, but that was booked out for like another 2 or 3 weeks.
Is this
so we
a
just bought
game
one
where
that
if
was
someone
already
else
made.
has one and you cross?
It's like Build-A-Bear, only for lightsabers.
It is, and you can build your own droid there.
And you can build a Baby Yoda coming a Build-A-Bear. Did you see that?
So excited about that.
Yeah.
I need a comfort species.
Okay.
You are freaking him out right now.
Sorry.
You know that,
It's
right?
nerd. This is cute, nerdy love.
I know.
You've
I
got
love
this
it.
look on your face like we're all speaking Portuguese or something. It's just
You
So
cannot.
he's in the basement by himself, going.
He knew I was going to be coming downstairs, so he was being funny.
Have you seen the video?
I'll show you the
Has he
video.
seen you with your clothes off? Does he know what he could be doing? Is he aware
Maybe that was foreplay.
Oh, there you
now
go.
you're interested.
Okay, there we go.
You don't know what turns
I was
them
wearing
on.
nothing but bibs.
You were wearing the Princess Leia gold bikini.
Yes.
Have you ever done your hair up in the sort of the Cinnabon thing on each ear?
Only for Halloween with a wig, not for.
Okay.
Oh, and you were wearing the Leia kind of white robe.
Yeah.
I remember.
Help me, Obi-Wan.
We were
Did he
all
like it?
disappointed, man. Oh,
Well, he thought it was okay. It's like,
Thought it
cool.
was okay. Okay. All right. Well, I'm sorry. I lost my place. Back on Earth here, we have Christy Lee at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk.
Back on Tom's Earth.
Okay, what do you got?
Well, I was going to show him the video of Donnie playing with the
yeah.
lightsaber.
okay.
So you turn the lights out,
Well, you got to see the lightsaber glow.
Yeah.
and then you swing it around.
You know what? Ewan McGregor, I forget what show he was on. Was it Graham Norton? They handed him a lightsaber, and he just started showing off his skills because obviously he was in the movie, so that's fair. But I think that's what inspired Donnie.
Oh,
He's
he's
like,
really
yeah?
good at this.
Yeah, is he pretty good, Tom? What do you think?
I do the same thing when I'm walking my dogs with my flashlight.
Oh, jeez. Have you seen this?
I was like, is this your
Cool.
drum major skills from high school?
Donnie looks cool as hell there.
He does look cool.
And if you can hear the audio, it matches up with
Yeah, I hear
Is there
panties
Yeah.
dropping everywhere.
Is there a heft to it? Is there? Does it have some weight? The lightsaber.
does.
Is there? Okay.
He's listening to the music too.
Oh, it was funny. He had it ready. I was like, awesome.
Seriously,
Duel of the Fates.
So is he a pot smoker? Is that what's happening here? Is that what I'm
Well, I'm
missing?
not here to discuss that. That was pretty funny. I
He's
thought
got
it
to
was
be
hilarious.
high.
These are people. These are adults. These are.
Just because they don't live their life the way you do.
No,
He wasn't being serious. That's what's funny. He just.
He was having a good time.
It was, yeah, I
He's
cracked.
having
So are-
fun.
He was having fun, Tom.
Are
You
there
remember what fun
videos
was?
that
Yeah.
teach you how to swing a lightsaber?
Oh,
I
I'm
guarantee
sure.
there are.
Oh.
Yeah.
I am sure.
Don't you remember the famous lightsaber guy on this video went viral or something?
When
Remember
he hit
that
himself
guy?
in the face
Yeah.
or something?
Yes.
Kind of a chunky
Now,
guy.
does a lightsaber? Do you have to use two hands?
No.
Oh, you're allowed to do kind of a fencing move, which is the one
Absolutely.
hand.
You can do
and-
whatever you want. If
It's
you're
like
Darth-
you're working with a staff sometimes.
Yeah.
You can use two, you can use one, you can.
Saber, sword, saber.
Yeah.
I'm just asking because
Have you ever? What's the last? Have you? You've got to just the first Star Wars that was released anyway. Is that the one you're?
It's very funny. Good movie.
1977.
That's the
you
only one
remember
you've
that?
seen.
No, I've seen most of the rest of them. They got really boring there for a while. A bunch of critters sitting around some Senate arguing about something pointless. It was much like contemporary Washington.
Now, is your
Bunch of a-holes
Aren't
arguing about
don't
stuff.
the Ewoks show up in the newest one?
Yes,
I
they
thought,
do.
real quick. Yeah.
That's when I
a
checked
little bit
out.
of everything.
They were
No,
too,
it's just
too
a quick.
cutesy.
Here are the Ewoks.
I love the Ewoks.
Yeah.
Is
I
your
like-
lightsaber a
I
different
like Jar
color?
Jar Binks.
I didn't get
Jar
one.
Jar
That's
shook
why-
things up.
Tom really does enjoy Jar Jar Binks. He's not being ironic.
Excuse
being-
me?
no.
I can't do it.
Jar Jar Binks does not make an appearance in this
That's
last
because
latest
he's-
one.
he's being contrary.
He was
That's all he's
politically
doing.
corrected out of the franchise.
No, he just
No.
wasn't funny or charming.
Oh no, he was weird and like real things in life. He was just like crazy, unlovable, but at the same time cutesy.
I'm worn out.
Okay, sorry.
You would love The Mandalorian. I know it's kind of a Star Wars story in the universe, but it's really good. It's great for kids too.
And that's the
on Disney
TV show.
Plus. Yeah.
Is that a real actors or is it a cartoon?
It's a real actor. There is a puppet that is playing what we're all calling Baby
Baby
Yoda,
Yoda.
which is just a little baby species. It's the same species as Yoda, but it's not actually Yoda.
Are we going to continue with our game of obscure things that I have apparently said on the radio?
Sure,
as
we got this great 34-page document.
this guy named Wes listens to the show, takes
hardcore.
notes.
Some would call it a manifesto.
Manifesto. Uber. No, he didn't make any demands. He doesn't make any suggestions.
He's
no
highlighted some
changes.
very interesting things.
He loves it all. He's a fan, and I feel like the parable about the frog in a pot of boiling water. You
Oh,
know,
sure,
You put
yeah.
them in water and they don't notice and just slow. So that's what I feel like. I read this stuff. And it's like, I've been around Tom so long, none of this seems that weird. You know, so it's like, yeah, that happens.
How does the frog in the boiling water work?
If you slowly increase the temperature, the frog doesn't notice and eventually will boil to death.
But he really
Instead of
doesn't
jumping out of
notice.
the water.
Instead of just putting him into a boiling
If you
pan.
throw him in a thing of boiling water, he's going to try
See
to
the
jump
difference?
out.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
don't, do you? No, you don't. see
Interesting. So you're saying you've been steeped for
Were
so
you-
long.
Yes.
I am saying,
Tom
I'm
Moore.
a frog.
It's
You
like
are boiling water.
The crazy looks people give me when I tell them about my childhood, it doesn't seem that crazy to me because
I see.
I was used to it. See,
Very good. Okay. good.
or working with you. Either way,
Now, can I just do a real chick story that I think is very fascinating? Now, Chick's idea of a family vacation, what would your family do, Chick?
we would go to neighboring cities' laundromats and do our laundry.
What do you think of that, Jess?
I don't know.
I would say by the tone of her voice, she finds it fairly tragic.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
Sad.
If tragic, sad. I'd go sad.
Sad.
I don't do
Tragic.
hugs, but I'd give you one.
Oh.
But which way are we going? Are we going, wow, that's sad? Or are we going, oh, you had laundromat money?
That's right. I had laundromat
true.
money.
Oh, sure.
We got Dean,
You got to frame
laundry.
it. You just frame that.
I bet one of the
Laundromat.
things on that list is Tom's laundromat.
Oh, Jesus.
I take my doggy beds to the laundromat
Yes,
because they
you
won't
do.
fit in my washing machine.
Which is
Okay.
right next to your fish store. We know.
Yeah. By the way, those fish I got after the state fair,
Yeah.
they're all still alive.
You know those. Oh, great story. You know those maps that have like New York, Chicago,
Yeah.
Los Angeles, but there's nothing in between them. You know, it's like
Right.
they should have Tom, where we are, and then like everything is a teeny tiny because that's the way
His teeny tiny world.
Tom's view of the world.
Yeah.
Well, whose else would it be?
Yes,
regular.
but-
There's
yes.
Tom and regular.
Okay, well,
Or
what do you
some
got on your
people
list?
might say normal.
What does Wes have on his list?
Number 3 there.
Oh,
this,
yeah.
This is a simple one. This is pretty easy, I think.
So Tom has a lot of friends. So this one, Tom's junior high friend was kicked out of class for singing a parody version of what 1967 hit song?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I
You
don't.
need a hint.
So I knew it came, I think it came
Alan Kitchener.
kind of recently. Yes, it was Kitchener.
The first word.
Wes even says a friend who is named Kitchler.
That's he's got
Oh
the
my
name.
God.
It's in there.
That's right.
wow.
Western Union.
No.
The first word was duty for your hint.
Duty.
Duty.
I don't know.
Yeah, the story was it was Mr. Mallon's English class.
Oh, sure.
We were discussing
Sure,
a particular Shakespeare play. I know you can
Yeah.
relate to this, Josh.
Yeah.
And there were many people in disguise in the play.
All right. Yeah.
And Mr. Mallon was reeling off their names, so and so in disguise, so
Judy in
and so
disguise?
Yes, and then Alan Kitchener went, Judy in disguise, kind of clicked his fingers, and Mr. Mallon was so pissed he kicked him out.
I don't remember that story.
I don't know.
Absolutely,
he told it
this guy's
fairly
got the
recently.
Yes, it was
this
very
guy's
recently.
even got the name right. Yeah, it was Alan Kitchener.
And
Wow,
you guys
all
can all
right.
thank me later because I did not put Judy in disguise on Tom's button bar.
Yes, I am.
I believe it's technically Judy in disguise, parentheses, in glasses.
In glasses.
Is it in or with?
With glasses.
Oh, maybe it's with glasses.
Maybe.
Yeah. With glasses.
Great
Okay.
song.
I always thought it was diamonds.
No.
Well,
No.
see, and that's what, Wes kind of goofed up because he says for singing duty in the skies with diamonds. Oh. So he, again,
Is that
Duty
what
in
happened?
disguise would be that'd be an unfortunate situation, certainly.
Yeah, I think the
make
Mud
more
Falcons
sense-
did
The
that.
Mud
so
Falcons
it
did
made more
that
sense to
song.
be Deucey, like Deucey.
Right.
Yeah,
That would be Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds parody. Was there ever a Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds parody?
I'm not aware of. No,
Okay,
this
all
is an actual incident in my life. I told the story on there. This guy's got an amazing memory.
Well, he's gotten a couple things wrong so far.
Let's go back to Columbia.
Bless his heart.
University,
So while Tom was at Columbia, the marching band performed a somewhat controversial formation.
Yeah, where the diaphragm or the sperm was trying to get inside the.
The band formed a giant O,
Yeah.
Right.
and the announcer came over and said,
This is the Columbia University Band's tribute to birth control.
That's it.
the tuba was running around as a
Yes,
sperm.
trying to get into
the band
Ding, ding,
was
ding.
suspended.
However,
To the
as Wes,
delight-
They didn't take it seriously.
but as Wes points out, Dean Pouncey thought it was funny.
That's correct, Peter Pouncey.
Peter Pouncey.
Yes, the dean of Columbia College.
Doesn't that sound like the most flamboyant university? I'm Dean Peter Pouncey.
He's a great guy, quite a scholar.
You know, that might be a good point to, let's see here. I wanna
Dean
skip,
Pouncey.
Pouncey.
We'll skip down to this question.
And by the way,
There's,
Judy in Disguise, the lyrics are ridiculous. They make no sense.
Lemonade pies.
Lemonade pies with your brand new car, so cantaloupe eyes come to me tonight.
I don't know. That works.
It's rock and roll. It's bebop, loop up, bam, boom. Rock and roll. You think the lyrics to Bohemian Rhapsody make any sense?
Keep wearing your bracelets and your new rah-rahs? What the hell's a
Sure.
rah-rah?
Rah-rahs were very
slang
popular,
term,
like slap bracelets back in the day.
What do we got? Time for one more.
So Tom knew someone who worked in erotic cinema with what famous British actor?
It's a tricky one. Yeah, I didn't remember this until I.
I don't remember this one either.
Knew a guy.
Erotic
This
cinema.
sounds familiar, he may have this incorrect. Your hint is the actor's name sounds like a fake porn name for someone who pimps male prostitutes.
That's a great hint.
Okay, so wait a minute. What's the question again?
Tom knew someone who worked in erotic cinema with what famous British actor?
So a British actor not known for doing erotic cinema, which I assume means pornography,
Right.
but we don't. We don't have a lot of
But he's
info
a
here.
famous British.
That sounds like a pimp for
Deceased,
male.
an old.
Roddy McDowell?
No,
Wow,
that's
that'd
a
be
good, great
guess.
guess. His first name was Peter. He's no longer with us.
Peter O'Toole.
That's a great guess for the
Peter North.
Oh, Peter Sellers.
There you go.
Oh.
And
Peter Sellers.
A pimp for male prostitutes.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's
Peter Sellers.
So did you indeed know somebody who worked in erotic cinema with Peter
No,
Sellers?
I don't know. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Oh, Wes.
Wes.
Oh, boy. We're going to have to call Wes.
Uh-oh.
No, Josh.
Let's
this
not
sounds
call Wes on any of his mistakes. I have a feeling he'll show up with a flamethrower.
Josh, you've been on the set of a pornographic film. Is that correct?
No. Chickhead. I have been.
Dina and I went, yeah.
Yeah,
I have
right.
been in a giant factory warehouse distribution center.
Oh.
Yeah, not as fun, but
Full of DVDs and VHS
yes,
tapes.
yeah, and there were porn stars there, but
Oh, they were signing?
no, they were just like coming in and out.
Did you see the story about the West Point cadet who tried to get a porn star to come to his banquet for winter banquet? He had a GoFundMe page or whatever, that kind of a.
Oh,
And then after he got about $400, somebody higher up said, that's probably not a good idea. I think her name was Diamond Fox. Is that ringing a bell?
you'll think I'm joking. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
So.
Okay, well, Foxy Lady. Found ourselves once again ready to talk about the single line. The apps is what I meant.
Dating websites.
No dating
Dating
apps
apps.
yet. I'm just going with friends, setting me up with friends type of situation so far.
All right.
That always works.
Yeah, I know. Now
it's-
everyone's going to hate each other.
You'd be great. You'd be great with Allie.
I know.
What's wrong with that? That's how people used to meet other people before dating apps. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Except when it doesn't work out, you can blame so many people.
Well, there's
Yeah.
that part. But
Wait a minute. Hold it. You set people up.
I love setting people up.
See,
It's
this
like-
is the problem.
It's
That's why I like finding houses for people. I like to match people up.
Yeah, but then
match
what's
houses.
then when they get the house and the house is terrible and
Yep.
the pipes leak and the roof's
Yep.
bad. It's like it was if someone ever says, "Hey, do you have a good doctor?" You go, "Yeah," and then
And I'm keeping them.
and then they go to that doctor and they don't. If something doesn't work out, suddenly it's your fault.
All right.
So
I don't see it that way, but you guys go right ahead.
okay,
Seems nosy.
Do you have a
Think
good
it's
track
nosy?
record,
I think
Christy?
it's nosy.
Do what?
Do you have a good track record with setting people up?
I have my cousin married somebody I set him up with.
how's
and
that going?
Okay.
They have 4 children. They have a nice
Watch
little
this.
home in Georgia.
Watch this, Ace. Didn't that French loudmouth that Josh and I met, didn't she? Didn't
I
you
did not fix her up with her. I didn't fix her up. But she's married.
She
Oh,
would
that poor
not
bastard.
shut up. Yeah.
Many years ago,
Congratulations.
Christy tried to set me up.
How'd that go?
Oh.
Her favorite hobby was scrapbooking.
Who was that?
Someone from your gym?
I don't remember that. I think you're making that up.
No.
I don't know anybody who scrapbooks.
I bet you do. You may not know it.
I don't believe that.
I don't think I do.
You're gonna like her, Ace. She knits those Christmas sweaters with
Ah,
doggies and
geez.
kitties on them.
She takes Pringles cans and crochets over them and makes holiday candles. Isn't that nice?
Oh, what? I need that number now.
Remember the doll that they used to make that would go over the toilet roll?
Yes.
We had
My
one.
grandma had one of those.
Sure. It's covered in dust.
Do
too.
you
No one ever
or-
cleaned it.
Who in this, and answer this honestly, you too, Allie, who has a rug that forms around the base of their toilet.
Oh, as a kid, we had one of those.
I don't.
Oh no,
Ace
I
has
remember
one.
those.
I
though.
currently do not, but I don't mind those.
How about a toilet seat cover? A furry toilet.
do
Right,
not.
I don't have any of those.
No.
Or those squishy ones. Those.
Yes,
I
when you-
don't like those.
When you sit down, they go.
And they would crack.
The squishy ones, though, the advantage is they tend to be warmer.
Yeah.
They do, and for those of us who
Am
have
I right?
no,
Tom said that like it was
Right.
something very important. They're very warm.
I think he enjoyed it.
and for those of us who have no ass, sometimes those are necessary to keep your legs from passing out after 40 seconds.
You have an ass, Josh. I'm right here. Self-defecating in this case. As Tom would say. So have you gone on an actual date, Allie?
Yeah, I went to my perfect date on yesterday, Sunday. I went to brunch and a matinee.
What'd you see?
The Jagged Little Pill, the Alanis Morissette.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
It's good. I thought it was going to be her life story. It is not. It's the weirdest. I mean,
It's
about
Diablo
like a
Cody,
kid.
isn't it? Diablo Cody wrote the book.
I think
Oh, is that who
Yeah.
wrote it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about it.
So
going
what's it
into
about?
It just uses her music.
It
right?
uses her music. It's a Connecticut family that has like every modern problem that known to man. It's like they have kids. One of the kids is facing pressure getting into school. The other kid's an adopted black girl who's kind of a lesbian. There's drug problems. There's
Okay.
So why didn't they just name it NPR?
Yeah.
Well played, sir. Well done. I think we're done here. We have done our work. We can just hang up the phone.
I think we know what's going on.
You know where to. This broadcast is paid for by listeners like you and Jennifer and Ted Stanley. Whatever happened to them, by the way? Are they dead?
I think, isn't that how they get on there? Aren't they dead when they say
Well,
that?
Bill and Melinda Gates are still
that's
alive,
true.
and they're married
yeah.
That's
every
right.
10 seconds.
The croc stuff. The point is, Allie, so how'd the date go? Is there any little kissy face afterward?
Little kissy face?
It was good. There was a little kissy face afterwards, but then I had a show, so I basically had like an hour to hang out afterwards, and then
He didn't
had
go to
somewhere
the
be,
show?
So no, I hate inviting people to shows unless it's unless we're way in.
Ah, gotcha.
Okay. What was this guy's first name?
David.
David. Okay. So has David, did you exchange digits, as they say?
No,
Well, we already
they
had
said
done that.
there was no digital.
No,
Oh,
number.
you meant numbers.
Yes,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's
So
Oh yeah, that hour was really eventful.
has he texted you back?
Yeah, we've been texting. Well, because it was funny. He's a finance guy, and we were making fun of. I mean, the crowd was like the most woke crowd you could possibly imagine. But then right in front of us was like the 38th richest man in the U.S. And I only knew that he's a finance guy, and a bunch of these guys were going up and like fanboying over him.
How do they know?
Which was
How
so
did you
weird.
know he was 38th?
He's up. Well, we looked at it was something like I tried to look it up now before I called because I was like I can't remember his name, but he looked it up and he's like in the top 50 of some sort. His name I can't remember what it was.
So it just
but I
goes
think
to
he recently
show,
got divorced and he's with this
no matter how
super
much money you
young-
have to suffer through an Alanis Morissette play.
Yeah.
Well, you
Because
didn't
this
hear
guy's
her.
recently divorced, so he's with this new model-y type girl that I think
Okay, poor
Exactly.
guy. Every moment he's thinking, God, I wish I were crunching numbers and making more money.
She wanted to go.
But how funny that guys noticed it. Like the guys know him as if he's a
Well, if
Brad
you're in
Pitt
that
of
industry.
the financial world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Financial rock star in misery. Good for him. Well, Allie, do we have any letters today?
Absolutely. We got some good ones. Here we go. Dear Allie, my girlfriend and I talked about doing a threesome for months now. Over the holidays, she brought a friend home after a party as a surprise. I offered her a drink while we were talking, and she wanted wine. We only had liquor, so my girlfriend ran to the store to get some wine. And when she got back,
Sounds like a porn movie.
we're already in bed.
Oh.
No matter what we said, she refused to join us and has now been furious with me for weeks, saying that I cheated. I don't think this counts as cheating, does it?
Oh,
You cheated.
You cheated.
No. Were they already in bed doing stuff, or were they just lying in bed waiting for her?
I think the
Oh, no, it
implication
sounds
is
like
they
they were
were
in bed doing
flagrant.
doing
the whole
They-
time.
Yep.
She
You
wasn't
messed
even
up,
in the
dude.
building.
You really messed up. This was
She
supposed to
had
be
left the building.
right. This was
Yeah, there's lots of mistakes here.
yeah.
She's all
She had-
uptight, man.
She
Come
had to be
on.
involved.
No,
She wasn't
exactly.
there.
She needed to be there for everything.
And
Right.
consented.
The thought of
Right,
her.
you just had a cheat session. They didn't have
Yeah.
a threesome at all.
no,
What,
the
babe?
anticipation of her walking in was what fueled that. So I can argue any side you want if you'd like.
Yeah, you had a
That's probably what
two-way.
he argued, because it sounds like they were begging her to get in and join them. Like, you're what we were missing.
In the words of Rocky Squirrel, that trick never works. That is.
What's wrong? Nothing.
No, you made a mistake. This was supposed to be the three of you in every aspect.
Are you mad?
If that was the intent either. 'Cause did they even clarify that she was there for that purpose, or just because you talked about it one time in the past?
It sounds like they
that-
were all on board.
It sounded like, but
yeah,
still.
I mean, that would be wild if that wasn't the case, and he managed to talk her into that.
Right. Like,
she should have said, "I thought you only drank wine." Because wasn't that the reason that she left?
To go get wine, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they should have sent him to get the wine.
They absolutely should have.
Say that. Yeah, he's the one that
Well, what if they didn't start going at it and he walks off?
He would have loved it.
He would have been okay with it.
Exactly.
That's the difference. He would have been.
At an orgy, is there spooning and cuddling after the?
Not so much. I wouldn't think.
You don't think so?
No.
Maybe with the.
But if it's a friend and not a random person, you still think no?
God.
I wonder if he finished.
He's a guy.
Like,
Yeah.
this
He's a
they just,
guy.
like,
I know
Yeah,
it
absolutely.
sounds like it, because it sounds like no matter how much we begged her, she refused to join. It sounds like after she was mad, they still continued.
that's what I want to know. Did she storm out and they're like, well, we're here?
Well, okay.
Oh man,
Might as well do this.
messy.
Now they're happy because old dead weight's gone.
Old Grumpus hit the bricks.
Oh, grumpy pants.
Watch the entire show live or on demand with the Bob and Tom VIP All Access Pass. Listen live with the Bob and Tom app and make sure to visit bobandtomstore.com. Tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.